It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, we really have been soaking up the summer months, and with that, hopefully, the new body that you have crafted for yourself for summer. Now, the big question is, can you maintain this incredible new you? And there are some tips that we're going to take you through to make sure that you do maintain and don't undo all of that hard work. Andrea, I know you've spent, especially over the last year that I've gotten to know you, a huge amount of time making sure that you are looking fantastic, yes, on the outside, but that you are taking in exactly what you need and you really do practice what you preach. So you've got some incredible tips for us today.
Well, thanks for the compliments. I must say I appreciate it, but it requires dedication and hard work. And I'm lucky in my profession to be exposed to all this information and tips that we can share with our viewers on how to stick to your diet and keep off the weight.
I suppose the danger is if you have gone on a bit of a crash diet, we haven't looked at making an adjustment to your normal day-to-day diet. There is always that danger of reverting immediately or looking for that quick fix. As soon as you finish, you're like, oh, I've earned this pizza or I've earned this drink. So it's important that we take on board long-term changes to our diet. Now, you've got 5 tips for us today. What's the first?
Well, the first tip relates to sugar. Try to eliminate those, especially the hidden sugars, because we can eliminate sweets, that's easy. But hidden sugars we find in drinking yogurt. In that bottle alone, between 9 and 11 teaspoons of sugar. So rather not if you're trying to keep your weight down. Same applies to flavoured mineral water. Make sure that it is sugar-free. And then dry lemon and tonic water that people add to their drinks. Just be mindful of the fact that it contains a lot of sugar, so look out for the sugar-free ones. Okay,
and they are available if you go to the right sources. But I think the danger here is that it all looks really healthy. In fact, they are often sold as a healthier option.
That's right, yes. And still on the topic of beverages, my second tip is to have a big glass of water before every meal.
Aha, so it fills you up, gives you the perception of you being full.
That's right. You know, it fills up your stomach, so after the first serving, you'll probably be full and not go for that second one. They often say it takes 20 minutes for your brain to realize that your stomach is full. We can all relate with that.
Especially those of us who eat really fast.
So the water is also not going to dilute your digestive juices. The digestive system likes water.
Okay, so that's a fallacy that we can dispel right now. All right.
Okay, tip number 3 is make sure to have a mid-morning snack. And I'm not saying have all of those as a mid-morning snack, unfortunately not, but any one of those. So a small handful of almonds, an apple, 4 dried peach halves, a handful of prunes, or some mini rice cakes. Mid-morning snacks are important to also help prevent you from overeating at your lunch meal.
And you want to keep that calorie burning capability going throughout the day as well.
That's right.
You want to make sure that your body knows that it's getting nutrients, that it doesn't have to start storing nutrients as well. Very clever. All right, and our final tip.
Well, the tip over here is actually number 4, is about nuts. Nuts are very healthy, wholesome, they contain fats, so they're really important to help maintain energy and they're nutritious. But if you presented with a bowl of peanuts like this, how many of these would you eat?
A handful, yeah, no, that you would keep going until they're finished.
Basically, that's what we do, and that is too much. So the tip here is if you can't control yourself like I can't, then go for the shell, the nuts in the shell still, like these pistachio nuts. It just takes a lot longer to open them and eat them, so it sort of slows down the pace of eating.
The effort is well worth it. We do love our pistachios, but I do get what you're saying, it really does, and you do limit yourself. Eventually, you get sick of opening shells. You know?
That's correct, yes.
I love it. So then, one final tip.
Well, the final tip is for meal times. Always finish your salad and vegetables first before you go for second helpings of any of the starchy foods, especially. Because once again, it's better to fill your stomach up with vegetables and salads that are low carbohydrate than packing in those carbs.
The only day we ignore that is Christmas Day, when you're going back for more potatoes. But very, very valuable advice. Stuff that I've applied with myself, and I can see stuff that you've had a huge amount of success with. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. Some very easy to take on board tips to help you maintain this incredible new you that you've created over these summer months. Make sure you don't gorge yourself if you are coming off a diet. Find ways of maintaining a healthy, nutrient-rich diet and avoid those hidden sugars. They are all around you. Lovely. I think I'm actually going to snack on one of these right now.
Healthy living is easy with the Vital Club. Join before the end of February and you could win a Vital product hamper. Visit vital.co.za to join.